Tiny is going to create a lot of space. If Benny can get, you know, an early advantage, really why DK picked so much. Like, usually you have to wait for the 10-minute catapult if you really want to take that tower. But, you know, Sexify can start doing that now. So that at 10 minutes, it's 100%, you know, Pablo.
He tried pretty hard here, but does fall to Nuages. KJ now running for his life, but we do have 40R making his own rotation here, and he's very fast, plus those Purifying Flames being able to just help nuke him down. Gets a nice stomp off. He's just barely...
So, like, it's the Tiny combo, so it's the Tombo. Don't ask me how they get there. I think he casts so much Tiny that his mind eventually... Oh, Tiny. Goodbye.
Misses the spear. Eventually Tabo falls. It's a little bug. Have the blink over here on Mini. He decides around the tree, cuts down the tree, finds himself the Olo Core, immediately spike Carapace, blows up some of that bottom, toss up and snare with the avalanche toss, and that's what we were waiting for. Hide and seek right now, as no one feels like they want to go over on the mid. In fact, they will jump immediately. The toss back with Costabile. They blow up all the mana. It's gone. Tabo's here. Can they do enough damage to Costabile? No, they're not going to be able to. In fact, they go and use the false promise. So a nice stun comes out here from the Shrek. Can they finish him off though? Do they have the damage? Nuaje sitting very, very low. Mini tossing up into the air. Can't quite blow up 40R. Enter that he keeps everyone healthy and alive. And feels like a lot of action, but not much happened.
This is crazy.
Oh, Mini?
Fighting.
Alright, Mini gets himself a kill. He was hungry. He was angry. All that, and we didn't even get a kill. The bushwhack comes out over here onto Tabo. It's gonna be a nice save here coming out from KJ. A spear comes out, plus the stone gaze. So, Sexy Fat's gonna be turned to stone. They'll end up losing Nuages as well. But the tower does eventually fall.
Yeah, trying to support it so much. Okay. There we go.
And they see a Sexy Fat, and the Dragon Form is up. Gonna be a follow-up stop, call down, coming out. Sexy Fat, though he's tanky. He's fine. Tabo over here on the side. It does look like he might need a little bit of help, as they'll find the kill on KJ over on the back lines. Exactly what is needed. There's no saves, but there's no save for Sexy Fat either. BKB coming out from Benny. The buyback coming out now from the Dragon Knight. They're looking to see if they can get any more kills there. The Olo looks like he's gonna be the perfect next victim. Tabo is here. Manages to land a spear over here onto the side. Benny, he's taking a lot of damage. He's actually going to end up losing his life as Tabo falls. Eventually, though, 40R falling as well. Mini running for his life, not going to be able to quite get that denial that he wants. Sexy Fat, he bought back for this. He's got to be a bit careful. He's going to try to put the damage out over here onto the Olo Core, but the Stusa damage with the Scotty feels very uncomfortable. Looks like Binomistas are looking for the stomp. We'll be able to land it with a little bit of a bushwhack here. A couple of acorns popping around. They'll get the break off, but it feels like they've had enough from this engagement. They're just going to scurry on out.
Yeah, it was, you know, I think...
I was like, it's too risky.
Mm-hmm. That's really the problem. They want to posture in a way that, you know, oh, hello.
Hi, Theola Core. Nice spike Carapace and the Impale. They'll go for the stop. Tabo though following up, but they've got the BKB over on Betty. We've got a lot of flag flying around here on the side. Good spear will place over on the side on Mini as they manage to take down Jupiter. And Betty, he's not looking good down. The BKB is over. They just shred him in pieces. As now Sexy Daddy popped the Dragon Form, but the kiting is real. Coming out from the side of SG. He's going to get pinned to the side of the Roche Pit, and his head's going to get mounted there as a warning as they go, and they drop down a spray. And again, there it is. There's the toss back. It's a Nyx Assassin. Not necessarily the one that they want, but they go out the BKB here. And Costabile uses that stone gaze. Have to be careful. Followed up with a nice arena from Tabo. Mini just gets blown up. No buy.
It's going to be 2 sets of racks. For sure. Now there is a tier 2 bottom, so that's going to buy some time for Binomistas. I think they just want to wait his ages out. Maybe, you know, swap this butterfly for a raker.
Very disciplined. They had the buyback coming out for the Elder Type. He's angry. He's not happy. The Olo Core continues to just be a nuisance, throwing out the Impale. Benny here, though, is pinned over to the wall. The BKB comes out. They'll follow with that arena of blood. Benny should be able to try to walk away. He's trying to just do some sort of body blocking here from top, but they have to be careful. Those BKBs are up, and that's a lot of damage coming out here on the side. They still cannot kill the Olo Core. And again, they're going to go for Megas. The toss up in the air. Okay, finally, they'll be able to kill the Olo Core. But this flag coming out, finally. No, they're going to find the kill from the Oracle. Benny, he needs to be careful here. This Dusa, she does so much damage. It's so hard to climb away from her. Benny's trying as hard as he can, but there's Mini coming forward with that toss. Trying to get the avalanche, gets an acorn shot out. Can they finally take down 40R is the question, but look at this. Look at this Dusa. Mini trying to hide behind a tree. He's just too afraid of this lady, and he's going to be able to just go buy himself a bit more time as they're chasing after 4DR. They might finally be able to take him down, but look at this heart regen. Look at all of this here. He's so damn tanky. Noage's falling. Tabo's still here. He's on a little bit of health. He turns back around over at Jupiter, pops that BKB. They'll find the kill on Jupiter. They'll find the kill on Sexy Fat eventually. Toss up into the air. They still cannot kill 4DR. This man is just immortal. I cannot find it. The GG gets called. Game number 1 here. Going over to SG with an unkillable Medusa, and honestly, pretty much unkillable Shrek there. And that up. Let's go. All right, SG. They got this right now.
Yeah, I want Mini to prove me.
He's got a lot of regen on him.
Oh.
Plenty of that's gonna bully Jupiter over here a little bit. And they'll turn it back around over on KJ. So you know what? He's not gonna be walking.
That's why, that's another thing that I wanted to talk about in the draft, but I couldn't. It feels like SG has answers for pretty much everything. The top though, like,
yeah, KJ is just a little too far out of position. So with that double stun, trying to go for that rune over in that bottom area. Does manage to go and snap it up, but again, 4DR is here. The Olacore, they're gonna go, they'll drop that arena, pin him over to the side, and they should have enough damage to take down Nuages. So that'll be where the arena gets dropped, and they might 4DR to go for the spear though. Look at this, they drop that sexy. They scheme Mini right around the corner, they cut down all the trees. There's gonna be the sunray coming up, keep 4DR alive. Can they burst down Mini fast enough though here? It's looking pretty darn good, so they'll take down Mini, and they'll get them. Fact that they can pump out so much damage, but look at the way that they're positioned over here. You can see the Phoenix sitting over on the top side, making sure that they'll pop into games, but they do find Tabo, like you said, taking a lot of damage here. KJ was trying to do something, but just manages to go and get the dust, eating them right over to 4DR. Let's be careful, they're gonna jump forward, the follow-up, the finger coming out, there's not gonna be an egg available, but they'll be able to follow up with the Arena of Blood. But 4DR, he's taking so much damage coming out from Sexy Path, and KJ falling on the other side. 4 heroes over on the side of Binomistas will force them back over on the side of SG. That's a nice burrow strike, the jump forward here, and that is going to be a dead 4DR as they burst him down and turn their attention over to this mid here. Are they going to fight? Yeah, they find themselves 4DR. The jump forward immediately. Go and land that split earth, followed up with the earth spike. Everything getting used on that aphotic shield. So
not sure about this Elder Dragon Form usage, because if they don't get anything out of this, okay.
Oh, they missed the spear again. 4DR just a little bit off the mark. Sunray coming out, trying to just keep them up, and then get a beautiful egg over on the back line, so they're not going to be able to try to grab here. Spear over onto Sexy Fat, just bash against the wall. The egg comes off here. Nuages, they still have that Sunder off. KJ will fall, but they'll also be able to get the kill on the side. Constabulate is just being controlled, not going to be able to get the Sunder. Now as the Olacore, is a beautiful setup with that Mars Arena and the egg, but don't force things, because Lord knows every time that they forced it. Look at this, channeling up, Mini jumping forward immediately over on the 40 yard. They just blow them up instantly. So it's a great pickup, a great way to start off this fight. Tabo's here, so is Constabile. Try to use that reflection, try to push them away. Tower is already down. And again, they do have an Aegis over here on this Morphling. You have to be very careful the way that they approach. Jump forward here, coming up from top. I'm just going to try to put out a little annoyance, but again, it's Nuages. He doesn't care. Down. Oh, what a nice hook shot, though, coming in from KJ, but immediately just forcing out over here onto Nuages. They jump in. BKB coming out, though. Can they do enough damage? They managed to take out the Olacore's egg. That's not looking good now for the side of SG as Tabo gets left behind. He is just toast. And they are going to end up losing this Rax here. Off here on the side, trying to find that perfect initiation with the blink. He's channeling up the epicenter, going to blink forward, follow to the burner. Can they burst down Constabile? My God, they can. 4DR, he gets several of them over here in this arena, but he just can't do enough damage, especially not without a parablade, not being close enough here. Egg does eventually go off. They'll find the kill over onto Jupiter. Put it back over to Nuages. It's a beautiful cops. Can they burst down Sexy Fat? Beautiful egg popping off. They'll get the kill on Sexy Fat. They're chasing after Nuages now, and now Mini, finally, they'll get their hands on that Sand King. But they do end up losing a tower and half a Rax for it. Courier flying out. And Mini popping that. The jump forward, though, over onto Sexy Fat. They blow him up fast enough. They managed to get the arena off, and they're bursting him down before he gets fingered. He gets removed from the equation. Sexy Fat also to fall. Buyback now coming out from Mars. They have to take down this egg, and they cannot take it down fast enough as Benny just tries to shift off to the side. Jupiter trying to be in position. Doesn't quite manage to go and land that spike. Oh, but that's a beautiful barrel strike coming out from Mini. Minute miniature ravage, but they still have their eyes over on Benny. They're chasing him down the Icarus dive. They still have their eyes over onto this Morphling. Can they finish him off, though, is the question. Now, looks like he's going to be able to teleport on home. Jupiter is going to get left behind, though, and he's going to be a feast for dragons.
They can keep cutting the waves. The push not going to matter that much.
Breaking the smoke over onto Benny. Immediately, the BKB comes out. Try to chase after Nuages here. See, sexy bat. There it is. There's that arena. They definitely want this Leshrac. Can they blow up fast enough as they follow up with a nice sunray? Just try to keep everybody alive and healthy. Sexy bat using the essence ring. No, not going to be enough as they pop that ultimate over on the Abat. Might manage to get that, but we'll be able to probably get themselves a kill over onto Theolacor as Benny jumping over onto the high ground. Tava just getting kited over here, trying to climb away. Not going to be able to, it seems, as he's getting chased down over by Nuages. Over here on the side, though, they have their eyes on Mini. They drop the sentry, but Kustabile doesn't feel like he wants to fight this because Benny is, of course, going to be joining into the fight. KJ, oh, the burrow strike forward over onto Kustabile. He's got to be very careful. KJ eventually falls. It's a triple kill now for Benny. Buybacks coming out. Theolacor, he wants to be a part of this. And Mini, he might have gone just perhaps a little bit too far here, but of course, Benny's going to follow up. Mini falls. No buyback on the Sand King Tavo. The buybacks coming out from the side of SG. They want to punish it. Jupiter's going to fall. Nuages next to go down as well. No buyback on multiple heroes over here.
That they end up overstanding, and SG gets broken. This is crazy. I had the words. I think Binomistas, they got carried away because
this is very sus, if you ask me. Trying to go high ground at night with the smoke, but they find themselves sexy fast, so they're just going to completely remove a beautiful egg up over on that cliffside. Hookshot coming in over onto Nuages. Mini, he's thinking about going in. He's got that epi set. He's going to jump in. Beautiful miniature ravage. They blow up KJ. They blow up Tavo. Buybacks coming out. Now Kustabile is just man fighting everyone. Goes to the center play over onto Sexy Fat. Can they take him down in time? Can they punish this Leshrac? It's not looking like they're going to be able to, so the Aegis, it will pop. Over there on the side, you can see Adriana is fighting with Jupiter. Can he take him out? It's like they should have maybe just enough damage. Can they get there fast enough, though? His 40R is just getting blown up. A beautiful burrow strike coming out. He's down. And Kustabile, he's left all alone. What a beautiful play coming off of Binomistas. They turn it back around right at SG, even though they had a lot of advantages here.
I mean, you said it, Moxie. Very sus. And I have to 100% agree. Oh, they just GG out? Huh.
Player disconnected.
They did.
Okay. Yeah, this was a very weird game. I think SG...
Control, good tempo, great team.
Yo, what
play
are
around
these
Terrorblade.
hats? I just see Nuages. He cancels the clarity. The arrow not quite going to be able to land. But he's sitting solo. Look at this Theolacor. He wants it so bad. One more hit. The trick. And Theolacor will fall shortly after.
Tá, sim, eu quero ver os caras descer o Big Boss.
On the enemy team. Oh, nice chip fest. That's always a great find when you're a melee core here. Tavo just gonna poke around a little bit here with Nuages. Pins him to a tree. I'm not sure he's got quite enough here. Yeah, I think actually he might be able to get this kill. One more hit. Down he goes. Benny John.
Buy a smoke here on the clock. I wonder if we're gonna try and make a rotation here with Tavo. He's just farming his blink so far. Tavo really likes...
Kustabile. Taking a lot of damage here. The arrow comes through. Oh, he wasn't able to get the Sunder up in time. They'll be able to follow up, though, with a nice arena. The stars, they need a little bit more damage here. Theolacor trying to get into position. Doesn't have those earn charges. Lead forward, adding a little bit of extra speed.
I guess what's very impressive about this game is that in both... Oh my god, Kustabile has to be so careful. I was gonna say that you're not pushing power so much.
They're not. Tavo is sitting so very low. They walks into 3. What a beautiful rebuke, just causing them back. Managed to go where they take down 1, but Tavo falling, and then got the hook shot. There's a lot of other supports here. And look, he was thinking about it. Considering, starts pointing. Just having a little dance here, a little fun. But they'll jump over onto Sexy Fat. They'll follow up with a nice arena, but there it is. There's that static storm. And Sexy Fat, it does fall. Tavo's taking a lot of damage, but it looks like he's going to be able to walk out. But the follow-up now coming out from Mini will be able to clean up on Tavo. And KJ, they want Jupiter. Can they get him in time, though, is the question, because KJ taking a lot of damage. Final hit comes off. Jupiter will fall, and Theolacor is going to try to hop on away. Does have to be careful, of course, because they have the glimpse. That's the last leap off. Not going to be able to go and land that air. And that's going to be a dead Mirana.
I guess the name of the team, so they're like the Binomistas because they use the Binomial.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. So they're just like... Hold on. Oh, look at that arrow. Oh, onto Sexy Cat over onto the back line. They are forced to run away as they They go in with the snipe, though, get the kill, the glimpse back over here near 4DR. It's not looking super great here for Field, where he doesn't have any leaps left. KJ was trying his best. He'll get off a melt strike over onto Benny, but Tavo has that blink dagger if they want to try to find the opening. EA will show up. Tower does go down. The follow-up, beautiful. Arena catching 3 of them, but they'll turn it back around with that static storm. The arrow got tossed out. Tavo is not doing enough damage, but it looks like they will be able to get the kill over onto Jupiter. Beautiful hook shot, though, coming out from KJ. Stabile, though, he's eating a lot of that Omni Slash. Looks like he's going to be fine. He'll turn back around again, try to take down some of these illusions. It's Tavo. We talked about it. He sees it. He wants it. Run in here. They'll take down the healing ward. Viola Core. We have the Scotty online now for Kostabile, so they're putting out the damage over onto Mini. He does force out that BKB, but look at this damage. Look at the cut. As they go, they throw Kostabile up onto the top of that mountain. He seems absolutely fine with this right now as they get the cogs off as well. Sexy Bat is now trapped between Viola Core, between all these snowballs. And look at this, a double kill. King of the mountain here, Mr. Kostabile. He doesn't care that you put him on. I love myself some jetpack on Clockwork. That's not necessarily the best pick here. I think there are other things that they could use, but KJ, the spin coming out again over onto the clock, taking a lot of damage. He is going to fall, but they have the arena over onto the back line. They drop the static storm. Jupiter does fall. They have the BKB, but 40R doesn't take a lot of that damage. So on this next to fall, Stavia looking for the opening. The buybacks are coming out in mass from both teams here. Sexy Bat getting chased down over on the side, looking for any sort of opening that they can get. It's a glimpse back. That's going to be a dead Sexy Bat. There's Tavo looking for an opening. It's a nice stun coming out from Jupiter. They bought back the hook shot coming in, but doesn't connect over onto
And also like tons of traps, just giving vision. So hard for them to contest.
Alright, who picked up the shard though? I didn't see. I was busy watching this fight.
Okay, it's not the Clockwork. It's actually...
Oh, it is a terrible like hook shot coming in though again. Then he's spinning around in circles. They do have that finger, but he's not letting you back up again. Gonna turn right back around. They managed to take down KJ. And now Benny running for his life. This illusion chasing after him. It does so much damage. Plus that, I think he's gonna die. Yes! That is a dead jug. The Spirit Vessel doing...
Eager.
He's gonna try to make a play over on the 4DR, but they follow up. Tavo jumping forward, pins Sexy Bat over to the wall. The Aegis does get popped though while this is going on. Spin coming out from Benny. And that's gonna be the vacuum, but it doesn't quite manage to go and drop them over onto the wall, though they're gonna be able to go and maybe just control Kostabile here. He needs help. He needs to get that Sunder off as fast as possible, but looks like he's gonna be fine. Turns back around to see Benny looking to just put out that damage. Kite around does have the BKB up. He's gonna walk towards the wall, but again, we'll be able to go use that Sunder, uses KJ as his little battery. And they're gonna back off for the moment.
This is unexpected for
Look at the way they're moving though over here on the side of SG. They totally suspect this.
Yeah.
Hiding in the trees, putting down the Moonlight Shadow, grouping around the Sentry. Yeah, they can see this Dragon Knight immediately. They're gonna jump forward. Look at this damage. It is just incredible as Kostabile finds the kill. They'll pop the trap. And over here, they'll follow up over here onto Sexy Bat. You're not gonna be able to survive this, and I don't think DOTA2 is either. So that is 3 dead on the side of Binomistas. This means that they can definitely... Oh, they're even going for more. They find Jupiter, 4 dead. They do have buyback over here on the Darks here. They have it on the Disruptor as well. They are going to buy back. This is the last tower in rack, so both of them buying back line. Unfortunately cannot. Another arrow getting tossed out, just trying to get some vision. Need to just let the illusion chonk away over here on the side.
Is he... Oh, he actually didn't go for the E-Blade, by the way. Got Scotty.
Okay. Alright, the assault is on. They're smoked up over on the back line to jump forward here from the Dragon Knight. Tavo looking for the opening. 40R is getting just chipped away immediately here by Benny, but they'll find the kill on DOTA2. He's not going to be a part of this fight. 40R takes the finger to the face, but he's got the Aegis. He's coming right back up again, and very unlucky bounces coming out now for Benny as the Thunder comes out. They have so much damage. I think they're going to be able to take down this jug. Indeed, he goes down for 90 seconds. No buyback. The arrow not quite connecting, and GG gets called. SG is going to take this series.
Having victory!